MMA Boxing Talk here. I just wanted to talk about the heavyweight division and what's unfolding of late. There's been a lot of news, a lot of buzz going around about the heavyweight division, and as you can see by the thumbnail, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua is something that the WBC is wants to make happen for 2018. And that's the big fight that I've been waiting for, that all the boxing fans have been waiting for in the heavyweight division, and that's Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, the two biggest heavyweights at the moment. Fury's out, Fury's retired, so he's not the biggest anymore. Joshua Wilder are the two biggest, heaviest punchers. That's the fight to make. That's where the big money's at, and the WBC wants to make that happen next year. Of course, the guys, both Joshua and Wilder, have to keep winning, but that's the ultimate plan. That's the ultimate goal, to have those two guys square off. Now, Joshua has his mandatory fight. It's already scheduled, and he's going to be fighting Kubrat Pulev. Pulev only has one loss to Vladimir Klitschko back in 2014, I believe. This is going to be this should be an easy knockout win for Anthony Joshua. Pulev is a solid fighter, but I mean, Joshua is just going to be too much for him, I believe. If Klitschko knocked him out, Joshua's going to knock him out. They're fighting November 28th, but, and it's not official. Some sources are saying it's official coming out of Cuba, but it's in the works, and that is Deontay Wilder versus Luis the Real King Kong Ortiz. Luis Ortiz is he's an older guy. He's 38 years old, but this guy is a very scary dude at the heavyweight division. A lot of guys have been avoiding this fight with Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz is 27-0 with 23 KOs. He's 6'4" with an 84-inch reach. So he's just as tall as Jon Jones for my MMA fans. Just as tall as Jon Jones with just as much of a reach as Jon Jones. But his build, his frame is totally different. He's a very thick, muscular guy. This guy is a southpaw. He can box. He's got knockout power. I mean, there's a reason why everyone's so scared of the real King Kong Ortiz. And Deontay Wilder, he obviously needs this fight if he wants to fight Anthony Joshua in the future, and he needs to win this fight if he wants to fight Joshua in the future. And Wilder, his big payday is Joshua, or maybe Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury's retired. He's not coming back as of right now. So Wilder, if he wants that payday, he's got to get past Ortiz. And like I said, Cuba, the sources out of Cuba are saying that it's official. I can't remember the name of the source, but they've got like 45,000 likes on Facebook, so they're a credible enough source. I cannot wait. I hope that happens. That's scheduled. Wilder versus Ortiz is scheduled for November 4th, which is UFC 217, same night, which is going to be a stacked card. So that if that happens, that'll be a crazy night of fights. But here's the thing. Deontay Wilder has been champion, WBC champion, since January of 2015. So he's been champ for 2.5 years. He's had 5 title defenses, but he hasn't made one mandatory defense. He's only made voluntary defenses, which he's taken a lot of heat for. And I know the whole situation with Povetkin testing positive. But if if Wilder would have, hadn't been, dicking around for so long, he would have fought Povetkin before he got popped. And anyway, it is what it is. But the WBC, they want to make, like I said, Joshua Wilder for 2018. The only holdup at the moment is Bermane Stiverne. Now, Bermane Stiverne is Joshua. Sorry, I keep saying Joshua. Bermane Stiverne is Deontay Wilder's mandatory challenger at the moment. And he's with Don King, so he's got some clout. He's got some pull. Don King's obviously not just gonna allow Don King's not just going to allow Bermane Stiverne to be stepped over, you know. And actually, that's where how Wilder got his title. Wilder got his WBC title by beating Bermane Stiverne 2.5 years ago. So nobody really wants to see that fight again anyway. Bermane Stiverne pretty well just got gifted that mandatory position, but Ring Magazine is saying that Mauricio Sulaiman, the president of the WBC, is working hard to to get Wilder versus Ortiz and forget about Bermane Stiverne. Sulaiman should have never allowed Bermane Stiverne to be the mandatory challenger in the first place, but it is what it is. All to say that if Wilder wins his next fight and Joshua wins his next fight, there's more than likely they're going to fight next year. Hopefully, it will be their next fight. It'll be their second fight from now, and hopefully they don't fight at the end of 2018. Let's hope it's the middle of 2018 or something. Now there's a lot of talk is that Wilder Joshua fight going to be in the UK where all the money's at, or will it be in the United States? And it would help, because Joshua hasn't fought outside the UK, Wilder hasn't fought outside of the US, but the big money is in the UK because they're a boxing nation. Boxing is way more popular in the UK than it is over here in America. So I think Wilder would have to go over to the UK, and I think he would want to because he's going to get paid so much more money. Like, I'm pretty sure when Anthony Joshua fought Vladimir Klitschko, they both got $20 million for that fight. It's big business over there in the UK. But anyway, this is crazy news. So I'm really hoping that Wilder versus Ortiz gets made truly official and it's on BoxRec before long. And if that's the case, then that is setting up for one super mega fight in the heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. Hopefully it happens that way. Hopefully both guys keep winning so they can face each other. They'll both be undefeated, both with ridiculous knockout ratios. Wilder is 38-0 with 37 knockouts. He's 6'7" with an 83-inch reach. I mean, this is a monster. And Anthony Joshua is 19-0 with 19 knockouts. He's a gold medal winner at the 2012 games in London, Olympic Games. Wilder's 6'6" with an 82-inch reach. I mean, these guys are monsters. They need to fight. So let's hope they keep winning and it happens. That's it for this one. If you liked the video, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter at MMA Boxing Talk 1. Peace.